Hello guys, and welcome to the first episode of our Minecraft Let's Play series. This series is going to take place on the Empire Minecraft server, which is a server I've been playing on for the better part of 3 years now. This first episode is going to explain how the server works, as well as be a world tour of everything that I've done and that we're going to do. So without further ado, let's get into it. So Empire Minecraft is a creative survival server, which means that its sole focus is on building and building farms, builds, shops, which you can sell stuff to players, and it's all around a great server. It has a wonderful community. Everybody on the server pretty much is very nice. It's a family-friendly server, so we welcome people of all ages. Basically, you're going to start with a quick tutorial. Don't sweat it. It's easy. It's just a few questions about, obviously, you shouldn't grief. You shouldn't track people's bases and stuff. Just the simple stuff. Empire Minecraft has a great admin system where any hacker will be caught within the first 5 to 10 seconds of joining the server, so make sure you have all your hacks off before joining, because you'll be banned for life. There's no way to get unbanned. When you join, you'll start out with a residence, which is basically a part of the town where you can build pretty much your first house. You'll start out with some starting gear, mostly just like iron tools and some torches and stuff, and how you're going to get stuff to build is going to /waste. There are several different waste teleports, and basically you can go and explore. The wasteland is purely for building, is purely for resource collecting. If you want to build, because the waste is reset every couple of months, so the server is always provided with very easy access to all of the resources you could possibly need. Where you want to build is, along with your residence, is the /wild, which is where the wild never resets in all the years that the server's been open, and it's basically where you can build, create farms, and whatever you need. The server is divided into SMPs, so there's 9 SMPs you can see. There's 9, as well as the Utopia, which is for supporters, so you can see in the tabs list. The people with blue names are diamond supporters, which means they pay money to get a rank, and they'll get extra residences as a reward. So when you start out, you're probably going to want to go to the wastelands and do kind of normal Minecraft stuff. Go strip mining, get tools and stuff, and another thing that you're going to want to do is start making money. Basically, how you can do this is you can say in the chat that you're selling a certain thing, or you can go to certain shops. Like if you just do /shop, you'll be teleported to random shops across the SMP. Say one of my favorites on SMP 3, which is where I live, is Carfryer, who owns a mini mall, which basically sells pretty much everything you could possibly need. I use this a lot when I'm just working on builds and I don't want to go all the way to my storage to get stuff. I just pop by here. She has great prices and stuff, and it's a very, very nice, well-organized shop. Basically, when you buy, say, supporter voucher, or you can get them in events, you'll be able to get 2 residences. Like, say, this is my first residence right here, which is currently one of the projects that I'm working on, and then this is my second, which is basically a mall that I own, and I sell little custom heads that are kind of like plushies or mini blocks and stuff. So you can get those vouchers in multiple different ways, so it's not purely just you have to pay for them. Basically, when I started building my residence, I quickly realized I wasn't going to have enough space for all of my things that I wanted to do, so I went to the wilds, and then just kind of started like flying out to find a new to find a base location. Then I eventually set up another portal, which we're about to go to now. This is kind of another project that I'm working on, where it's going to be my nether base, where I'm going to have some like a gold farm and stuff, and then this portal will basically take you to my current base, which is where I pretty much store all my things. You'll notice that like none of these chests are locked, and it's basically because stealing is 100% not allowed, and usually if something gets stolen from you, the admins will be able to easily pull up and know who accessed the certain chest that you say stuff was stolen from, and they'll instantly ban them, and they'll try to reimburse you. Several times when I've only gotten some stuff stolen from me once or twice, and whenever that happened, either like a member of the community, member of the community, he heard that I had my stuff stolen, and they just gave it to me because it's an amazing community, or the admins reimbursed me. So basically, this is kind of my base location. It's where I have my farms and stuff. So in this building, I have kind of some trading, as well as an iron farm, bamboo, and sugarcane. Over here is where I have my wool farms and bone meal, which currently needs to be emptied. Probably hasn't been emptied for a month or so. Don't really need bone meal after you set up a farm. Here is my honey farm, as well as just like a little tree farm, and this is basically the main project I'm working on. It's basically what's going to be my actual base, and it's where I'm going to excuse me, have my main storage. I play the server with a lot of friends, and they have like helped me a lot with this project, and it's probably going to be one of the main things that we're going to be working on in the series. So onto basically so basically that, and the mall and my residences are practically going to be what we're mostly going to be working on for these first episodes. So if we continue this way, this is pretty much as we go this way. It's the older my builds are, so excuse how a lot of them are quite bad, but these are basically some of my first builds. Okay, guys, welcome to my first base. This base is actually kind of looking a little worse for wear. Haven't been here for probably closer to 2 or 3 months, but this is kind of basically my idea was kind of just to make like a little modern military kind of looking compound for me and my friends to stay at, next to basically what was kind of the first community that I was a part of. You can see my little. This is back when I was kind of creating like a bunch of like airfields and stuff. But this is the town of Stonebrook, which was my first kind of community that I was a part of, and yeah, I mean there aren't too many people who still are active in the community. I think it's just kind of me and one other person. But yeah, it was kind of the first project that I did, and I built a lot of this stuff, and it was kind of sad to see people kind of leave, but people, they have to do what they have to do. So this was basically this house, which you can obviously see what is not the best, was I think aside from my original residence kind of wooden hut, was my first build in the entire server. So yeah. Okay guys, so this is basically my first storage area where I stored a lot of items and made a lot of the concrete that went into my first base, which you're about to see. Basically, this is kind of not based off of any like pictures or anything, just kind of very loosely based off of the Avengers helicarrier, I guess. And yeah, I mean, I built this like 3 years ago. Wasn't the best builder, It seems like it's grown some pimples or something with the end rods. I don't know. But yeah, it was my was my first base, and I just thought it was cool just because of how big it is, and it took a very long time just to get all the concrete and terracotta and everything. But yeah, I mean, this was kind of my first project that I did on the server, or my first major build, and yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of proud of it actually because yeah, I just did it by myself. Nobody helped me with all this, and it only took me like 5 months. And basically down here is kind of just like a little area that kind of spread just from building this. You have the little like kind of like a little dock with the elevator going up to the helicarrier, and here, no, I'm out of rockets, and basically just kind of some roads and a little area over here with just some buildings that I used for either like farms or like storage of different items. Like right here, you'll find this is where I stored my redstone stuff, and I just have like kind of like a pretty bad pumpkin and melon farm. That I don't know. It kind of served my needs. I wasn't like using it for trading, like a little cobblestone gen. And there's still actually some stuff here that I'm probably gonna move to my move to my new base. But yeah, this is kind of basically where I got started, and it all went forward from here. Okay, guys, welcome to my shop. Basically, in EMC, you can on your residence create shops using these shop signs, which are basically your name, the amount of items, the price, and what the item is. So say this is like for oak logs and stuff, and it basically allows you to sell stuff when you're not on. What's kind of unique about this shop is it's not just me selling stuff, but you can buy a shop slot, which means you can build whatever you want in here and sell whatever you want here, so you can get more customers. Basically, if you're interested in buying a shop slot, you can come over here, check out any of these unit for rents. There's teleport signs, and there is kind of a lighting glitch around where basically if you teleport, it'll kind of just, I mean, it's a lighting glitch. But usually if you relog or re-teleport, it'll fix itself. I know there's something with Optifine you could do, but I'll look into that for the next episode. So basically there's like several people who have bought shop slots here, and there's also some market stalls where we sell a lot of stuff. Mostly it's me and my partner Lost Gecko who sells stuff here. His actual shop is over here. It's actually pretty nice how he made his shop. So yeah, basically, there's no requirement. It doesn't cost anything to set up the shop slots. You just need to set up the shop signs. You just need to set them up and attract customers using the market chat, which will allow you to put ads and stuff into the chat. So as of now, you've kind of seen pretty much most of the stuff that I've done, but I think it's time to go over to basically where we have a lot of the community farms. There's basically kind of a group of redstoners, which I'm part of, that basically every time there's a new update and like new major farms to be built up. Okay, here's one of them right now. Let me say it. So basically, over here is the farming area, where if you just kind of come down here, and you could like take the mine carts, but I just prefer to fly down. But it's where we have pretty much all of our community farms, and that basically just it's for the community, built by the community. It's kind of all of us have worked together to make it, and basically they're just free for anybody. Anybody can use them. So yeah, basically we have a mob farm, gold farm, guardian farm, as well as iron farm and the creeper farm. So basically, I'll give you a little tour of all the farms in the overworld. Basically, they're just pretty. They're very efficient farms. They're not like the most efficient designs, but this is one of the most laggy areas of the server, just because of the sheer amount of just humongous builds. This is the iron farm that we're currently working on adding another layer to, even though it's already super efficient. We kind of cased in the creeper farm already, but I think there should be a little. Yeah, you can kind of see basically it working. And so over here it's kind of a little dark, but this is the Guardian farm. You can't really see it from outside since it's all underwater, but this is basically where I get all of my sea lanterns and stuff from if I'm not like because the other farm that I use is very far away, so if I'm not near there, this is pretty much where I've gotten probably almost every sea lantern that I've ever used. Yeah, I'm quite a frequent. I quite frequently come over here, because I don't have many of these farms just at my base. So here's the mob farm. It's nothing. It's pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's based off of Mumbo Jumbo's mob farm design, but replicated like 16 times or something. Yeah, it's a big server. So yeah, it produces. I need some gunpowder. It produces pretty much every mob drop, including, and yeah, there's the AFK spot up there, and you can just see tons and tons of bats that are everywhere, just because of how massive the spaces are. And then here's the gold farm, which we're actually currently working on making a new, more efficient one. But this one is still incredibly good, and yeah, this was a big pain to clear everything out and to get, and I'm pretty sure, and we had to like clear several ends, several of the different SMP ends to get all of the obsidian required for those portals. But yeah, it's pretty efficient. It's kind of where I go for all the XP and stuff that I need. And that's not the only thing that can be accessed through the Wild East area. Basically, over here you can see one of my good friends, Lost Gecko's base. Him and I are huge Star Wars fans, and the second I saw his base, I instantly fell in love with like the concept and started working on my own project here, the Vendor Class Star Destroyer, which actually isn't finished. I need to put some of the more details in, but it was probably one of the hardest things that I've ever built, but it was definitely worth it. Yeah, but need to build the engines, and yeah, but so that's probably another thing I'm just gonna have to come over here and do. But yeah, his base is very impressive, and all of his builds, I think most of them are from tutorials. Also, I'll try and see if I can find the tutorials and put them in the description below. And over here you can see what's just barely loading in, one of the mega projects that me and some of the guys have done. And over the time, honestly, I kind of just dug out. I kind of mostly just dug. They built the humongous farm because I'm not really a redstone guy, but it's just the sheer scale of this is insane, and the amount of resources that they had to collect. I kind of wasn't too big of a part in this, but it just kind of felt wrong to not show it because of how much work the guys have put into this. In one of the future episodes, I'm gonna get one of the people who designed this farm, like these farms, to give like a tour of how they all work, including the Wither Skeleton farm, so you guys can all see the inner workings behind all of these farms and maybe create them for yourself on your own worlds. And here we end at the site of our the most current project that I'm working on. Basically, it's going to be a hotel where people can buy rooms and customize their own rooms however they wish. You can see in here, they're inside these cases, there are promotions, which I'll cover in the next video, or the video maybe after the next, basically a little bit more in depth into this stuff. Also, in a future video, we are going to have one of the admin mods or developers come on to the channel and explain a little bit more thoroughly everything through the server. So basically, the next video that we're actually going to be when we're actually going to be working on stuff. I don't know if that's actually going to be the following video or the one after, is when we're going to do some serious work on this project. I'm actually working on this project with a good with my business partner, Steaming Fire. I think she's on, yeah, right here. And we're going to be working a bit more on this bottom floor as well as the top floor, and I'm going to be capping off this floor of the mall. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. If you like this content, I know it's a little different than my normal War Thunder or stuff, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like it, tell me why, and I'll try to either fix it, or I'll start creating other Minecraft content. I know another series in Minecraft I'm going to work on is my Minecraft Breakdown series, which is going to be on the modded Minecraft Breakdown server, and I'm going to do that with a few of my friends that are in my faction there. So yeah, look forward to that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.